Hey guys, this is just a short little note. I know that there are probably a lot of people out there who are feeling fearful right now, are feeling disappointed right now, maybe even having some grief. And I know that something that often people talk about um, in in terms of sort of the larger collective, there's a saying, love wins. Love always wins. And I think some people right now are feeling somewhat disillusioned that maybe love hasn't won. And there may be other people out there who do feel like love has won, but I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who feel like love didn't win. And I wanted to address that specifically because in thinking about this myself, what I've come to is that love does always win and that we have to hold on to that, but not necessarily and always in the ways that we think of or the ways that we imagine it might, right? That I think the important thing is to come back to ourselves and to come back to first the ability of us to love and accept ourselves and accept our grief and accept our pain and accept our fear and understand that it's there and it's okay and it's understandable. But not only that, but then farther than that, to be able to be loving and compassionate toward those with whom we disagree. And I understand the anger and I understand the fear, and I am not expecting you to compromise yourself in any way. But one of the greatest lessons that we can learn in life is how to love. It's easy to love people who love us, who agree with us, who think the way that we do, who love the same things that we do. That's easy. That's not hard. What's hard is loving somebody who's difficult to love for some reason, to love somebody who's wounded, to love somebody who disagrees with us, to love somebody even who makes us scared. I'm not saying you have to go into a relationship with that person. I'm not saying that you don't have to maybe protect yourself, but there's a difference from doing that and being able to like love someone from afar, have compassion towards someone, and just diving into the fear and the anger and feeling that. Because that fear and that anger is not going to do you any good. And it's not going to change anything, right? The only thing that's going to change or that you have control over, as we've all said, is how you respond to what happens. And so, on one level, once we've had a little time to grieve, once we've had a little time to be sad, maybe we can use larger things in the world, the election, other things going on in the world, as a place to practice having love and compassion for those that are not so easy for us to love, to practice doing that, right? And that, I think, because if we can generate that sort of love and compassion for someone that we disagree with, for someone that we feel like is threatening to us, that's where the real juice is, right? That's where you become truly healed, where love wins. Because no matter what anyone does or says, you don't allow that to stop your love, right? You don't allow that to stop your ability to care for other people, right? Not just the people who agree with you, but the people who don't agree with you too. The only way, arguing with people doesn't change anything. I think holding a space of love, particularly in a difficult time, that is what changes things. That is where love can win. And it may not win in the way we expect it to or the way we want it to or wish it to, but I firmly believe and have all faith that having love for the difficult spaces, the difficult spaces within ourselves, as well as the difficult people and the difficult spaces in our world, that's where love can win. So I'm leaving you with that today, just a short thought on some of my contemplations. I hope it's helpful.